Oh, so that's how you're gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that, and it became personal with me.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Fuuko took that personally. Arguably the largest evolution we've seen out of Izumo Fuuko, as well as some of the most interesting lore we've seen to date. We've got a lot to talk about with 196, so let's jump into it. And by the way, bienvenidos a la Luffy Days. The name is Darzus. I hope you are doing amazing today, and I hope you will like this video. If you like this video, leave a comment how you felt about chapter 196, as well as any other series, topics which you'd like to be covered, because I got some things in the works, but always want to make videos that you all as a community want to see. So it's Unbreakable versus Unbreakable, a battle to see who's more hard-boiled, literally. But something is off. Why can't Top's Unbreakable plus Unstoppable penetrate through Beast's Unbreakable defenses? As we learned in arguably the series' greatest fight, Billy vs. Andy, anybody who doesn't understand the experiences and memories of the negator whom wields an ability will never be able to leverage the ability like its true owner. And with the Unbreakable ability in particular being uniquely difficult to use, why is Top Bull Sparks getting annihilated? And interestingly enough, the answer to this question may lie within that secret that Fuuko withheld from us at the beginning of the arc. Why our negators chose to bear abilities. But as the young Gunna Young One once said, I took the top off, hats off to you, Yoshifumi Gotsuka. One of my favorite drawn fights in a very long time with an Undead Unluck, because this showcasing of Unstoppable has just been so badass. Seeing Top exerting maximum effort to defeat Beast, blasting him over the goddamn ocean is so cool, but it's also futile. We see Beast effortlessly defend against Top as he grabs an octopus, feasts on it, and accrues a new, slimy, tentacly form. And with his new Dr. Octopus giddy-up, Beast grabs Top, flinging him across the water, stopping his ability's momentum by breaking his arm. And although Fuuko begins rushing over to save Top, even grabs Julia Justitia's saber, it might be too late. And that's because Top Bull Sparks can't swim. Yoshifumi? Really? Really, dog? Oh, Yoshi, I don't mean to make any allegations up, but this character in particular can't be the one who can't swim, dude. Come on, like, he's got one arm that's good still. I know that one of his arms is broken. However, you cannot look me in the eyes and tell me that with 3 good appendages a man can't swim. Come on, Yoshi, during Black History Month, the one character. Really? Like, I kind of even feel Beast at this point, like this big ass planet surrounded with so much water and you can't swim? You really picked him, Yoshi. Just saying. You know, like, we're in the belly of the beast. It is survival of the fittest. And Top Bull Sparks, you look a bit out of form right now. Beast looks over at him and says, I don't even want your ability. He literally looks Top in the eyes and says,
what the hell is this? That's a Sicilian message. It means Luca Brasi sleeps with the fishes.
Top Bull Sparks sleeps with the fishes. Come on, like, what? This is a message from Sicily. This dude sucks. And as a shiver of sharks surround a basically immobilized Top, he fears for his life before they stop. And who could have done that, you ask? A woman wielding the sword of justice, the goddamn Excalibur? Izumo Fuuko. And this is where we see Fuuko not only call out Beast's bluffs, but reveal some ridiculous implications surrounding the entire universe of Undead Unluck. Although the Master Rules are these primordial rules with seemingly omnipotent power over their established rule, it kind of seems like they are just as restricted as the humans who negate rules in terms of using their abilities. Fuuko finds out that Beast can only control Beast through the use of its soul, and by cutting those soul chains, tethering the sharks with the soul sword of her own, she relinquishes their control. And with this chapter's additions to the lore, I really think we can finally give a decent definition to what souls truly are. This is all theoretical, but if you wanted me to type up what I believe souls are, this is what I'd say. The very first rule added to the universe. Souls are the unique individual life forces of every person and thing within Undead Unluck's universe. Souls harbor the memories, experiences, and for negators, abilities of their wielders. And although they are unique and individual, it seems that all souls are interconnected in a very metaphysical sense. Think Dragon Ball or Evangelion's Orange Tang. The ability to harness one's soul to a high degree depends on one's belief in the concept, as alluded to by the rule itself in chapter 191. And throughout the latter half of the series, we've seen that the ability to manipulate one's soul is a hockey-level addition to the power system of Undead Unluck, in the sense that it is the power-up which dictates whether or not our negators will be able to fight back against God in an equal playing field. Think the breathing marks within Demon Slayer as of recently, or as already mentioned, hockey in One Piece. And as Fuuko stated, any and all who were born after the first rule was implemented used this rule for their own abilities. And that is why Negator's abilities lie within their soul, and why Uma's ability potentially lies within there as well. Now this has a lot of implications for the series, and I just had 3 main ones come up being top of mind for me, but please, if you could, leave a comment in the comment section about all of the possibilities, the theories that you thought up whenever all of these things were confirmed this chapter. First, this confirms that the ability to truly harness one's soul could potentially put us on equal playing field with just about every single threat, aside from potentially Master Rule 1 and gods themselves. Second, it gives even more credence to the idea that the soul will be a pivotal part of the heart artifact, the last of the 3 sacred spirit treasures, which is said to only drop in this final loop. And third, this one's very theoretical, but it's about Fuuko's comment about there initially only being land and people, because what the hell does that mean? So if souls are the only thing that differentiate people from the gods, then what were people beforehand? One of my favorite theories about God's motivation for putting on this entire series is that he had some sort of fallout in between himself and his creations. Because for him to give his own creations souls, somewhat differentiating themselves from the gods themselves, it makes me wonder whether, A, the people were mindless puppets at first, and in that sense, giving them souls did not really differentiate themselves. It kind of like upgraded these mindless puppets into being actual human beings to an extent. Or if B, the humans were given these souls to differentiate themselves from the deific beings, you know, the moon, the sun, and whoever else might be out there. This stuff is all very theoretical though, but with all 10 master rules finally like truly confirmed, I believe, like I'll go back and cross my T's and dot my I's, but like they're all pretty much confirmed, and 30 likes on that last video, I'll drop a video sometime very soon talking about all these thoughts together. So let's get back on topic. Fuuko's revelations about souls included one very important fact regarding beast ability. The reason he's truly able to leverage a negator's ability upon consumption is because he's eating their memories and experience, not just the ability itself. But even with that piece of information, what can you do about a goddamn Uma beast big body whale? With Luna menacingly staring down over the situation and Fuuko looking imminent death in its eyes, she has an epiphany, a vision. I'm not even sure the correct phrase, but this was the most interesting part of the entire chapter. It's a very beautiful yet eerie panel because none of us have any clue what's truly going on with it. Who are all of these individuals around Fuuko? But I've got 2 guesses, and I think one of them is actually better than the other. As Fuuko taps in completely with her soul, she seems to be greeted by several of the master rules in their human forms. Death, raccoon or luck, language, war, and even change. All thank Fuuko for her service, glad they've entrusted this task of seemingly freeing them from their eons-long mission. And the only other thought I had for who these individuals' identity is past Unluck users. However, just given their character designs, I think it'll be very misleading, kind of a red herring, for Yoshifumi to use these exact people with all like the same hair, even like a lot of the eyes and whatnot. Their features are matching up 1-to-1 with the master rules, at least if you like transform them from being an Uma to being a human. It's so wild to see them trying to communicate with Fuuko, and this is also why when I mentioned the definition for what souls are, I said that they're interconnected, because I truly believe that maybe Fuuko, her soul is just reaching back in time, reaching back in history to past knowledge that she has and she doesn't even know it, but it almost feels like the master rules are truly reaching out to her, especially based on what Beast says at the end of the whole chapter. And one of the more interesting things about the Master Rules is that we still don't truly know their intentions. Whether or not they truly agree with their mother or father, you know, the gods and what they're trying to accomplish, because these are really Similar to Andy, similar to Julius, some of the most punished individuals within the world. I'm not sure if the sun and the master rules get exploded every time, however, every single time the world is started again, they are always there. They never have to go away. Like, they've been around for so long living this terrible fight, and if potentially they were all humans before, people, before they actually became these master rules, it would be easy to just think of the fact that they're tired. They don't want to be doing this fighting anymore. They're not a fan of this whack-ass fight, this eons-long mission that they're a part of, and it's just, I don't know. Such an interesting panel. However, no matter what they are, no matter what they did, they spirit bombed. They gave my girl Fuuko her energy, a little bit of unluck. Because this shit was badass. Fuuko gains this ascended state look in her eyes, and with nothing in her hand but a finger gun, delivers an Unluck Soul series, Battle Bullet. This Battle Bullet was strong enough to bop this gigantic Uma Beast, big old blue whale, whatever the frick you want to call it. And Beast has to question if Fuuko has quote unquote caught on to them. And even the way this entire instance of Unluck is delivered, it's so freaking interesting to me whenever you talk about this picture of Fuuko alongside all these, you know, vestiges of whoever they may be, because Raccoon, Luck, did he like drop some luck for Fuuko? You know what I mean? Rather than Fuuko dropping some unluck, what if Raccoon himself has been delivering those pieces of the old Earth in form of his own luck, which kind of institutes Fuuko's unluck? Like, who knows? I don't really understand it. Do these master rules help or hate? Are they good or bad? What is going on? Because it's so interesting to see that there might be a sort of split in the group. As you saw within that picture, not every master rule is there. So there obviously are individuals who are potentially fighting on God's side. You know, like rule number 1, Soul. Soul's an interesting person in general. The fact that this individual's ability is the basis, the foundation for everybody else and the way they house their abilities, it gives way more credence to the idea that, like, that nigga's way more important than I thought. Why would God make one principal Uma because you call these 10 the master rules? Nah, that's the master rule itself, Soul. What the hell? Shit's crazy. I need to make a video on the 10 master rules because this one's probably getting long. I'm out of here. Assalamualaikum.